The following program is brought to you by Johnny's Radiator Shop. For auto repair and air conditioning parts to fit everything under the sun, visit johnnysradiatorshop.com.
Welcome, Coach Hembree. Week 3, Lumberjack football 2021. Appreciate you being here with us. A little bit better results of this second game, which I think were kind of expecting out of your team to play a lot better, and they did. Let's talk a little bit about the Stuttgart game. Another good football team, by the way, that we played.
Oh yeah, they were a really good football team with a lot of experience back, and our kids came out and really played well at times, and there's some times that we didn't play as well that we still need to improve on. But very excited about the jump we made from week 1 to week 2, and that, we expected to be better. With having 3 starters out, we really didn't know, especially at the running back position. But I thought that all 3 guys that we played back there with Traylon Jackson and Jakari Lee and Landon Wolf, all 3 did really good, and I think that's something that we can build on. As we go. I thought our passing game was really good. I thought that I think we started the game off 5 for 5 and with some really big plays, and then defensively, we bent but didn't break a couple times early, and then they're late. I think we gave up some that we shouldn't have gave up, but overall, really pleased with where we were or where we are, and we got to keep moving forward.
Well, did you feel like obviously your offense scored some points, moved the football? Did you just feel like you had better execution, or your line seemed to move them off the ball some? You had some holes to run through. Your backs that you hadn't used a whole lot had good games.
Yeah, we made a lot of mental mistakes against Whitehall, and Whitehall had something to do with that. I thought our kids came back this week and really executed better. We didn't execute great at times, but we were better than week 1, and that had a lot to do with it. And we were able to get some big plays, get some chunk yards plays, especially early with Mad Dog and Tayshawn, both on the first drive, getting 2 big pass plays, and then New Orleans with the touchdown catch to end the first drive. And I think when we did that, they gave our kids some confidence, and we were able to take the second drive and score again. And then the third drive, we get a pre-snap penalty, which we can't do, and then we get down there and turn the ball over, which we can't do. So, we still got a lot of corrections to make on both sides of the ball. But, overall, just really pleased with the guys that stepped up at running back. I thought Trey ran the ball really, really hard. We kind of know what Jakari can do back there. And then Landon, he came in our short yardage package, and I thought he did really good, and, along with Maddox. But, our offensive line did a remarkable job as far as we played some new guys with Dawson Harton playing tight end for the first time, and Delfino having to play for Connor, and so it was a good game for them guys, especially getting some experience. And then also it's always more fun to come back and work on and correct mistakes after a win.
Defensively, how you feel like you did defensively?
We played a really good running back with number 6. He was real electric, and at times I thought we did really well, and then at times I didn't think we did really. We gave up a big play on 3rd down twice that led to scores that we got to get off the field on. And I thought Aiden Weaver played another really good game. I thought Delfino and Maddox played really good at linebackers. Jalen played really good at times at linebacker, and then our secondary, outside of one big play, they did really good. But we got to get better up front, inside. They know that. That's not something we talk about it every day. We got to get better at interior defensive line, and when we do that, we got a chance to be a really good football team. But it's just going to be a process, and our kids understand that, and they know these first 3 games are games that we look at different people at different spots and try to get better.
Well, I figured out one thing during the games. Why you're the head football coach and know a whole lot more about football than I do. You onside kicked most of the game, or some version of an onside kick, and
right.
It kept them from getting returns, and but gave them pretty good field position most of the time.
Well,
and so
if you look at that. I went back last year, and our kicker's good. But on a normal high school kicker, they don't kick it to about the 10-yard line. And so, so you're talking about if we meet in the middle, that's at the 25. If we make a tackle, so their average field position last year through 14 games like a 33-yard line. And so when you kick an onside kick, and on that chance, you have no chance of getting the ball. So you're giving up 12 yards, 12 or 13 yards of field position with a chance to get the football. So, we looked at that a lot this spring, this summer, and especially with the people we got in our conference and in the state, and with our guys going both ways, and then they have to go on kickoff to team two, that's really hard. So, we've been looking at that, and I thought Jose did a really good job. We got up by 3 scores and did kick it deep, which was not smart. And they ended up running it back for a touchdown. But, that is something we're looking at. You're only giving up 12. That's one first down that you're giving up with the opportunity to get the football. So, and there's sometimes that you get even better. Like I know 2 of them was at the 48, and then I think 2 of them were right at the 40. So on 2 of them, we didn't give up the 7 yards field position. And so with all 4 chances of us having a chance to get the football.
Well, obviously it paid off real well. The reason I said what I did, finally you kicked the ball deep when we were up by a couple of scores, and sure enough, that great runner, he ran the ball back for a touchdown. So I convinced myself at that point, you know a whole lot more about this than I do. So I was impressed with that. Well, anyway, good another non-conference victory for the Lumberjacks there, but now we're going to do something we haven't that I can think of done in maybe a long time, if ever. We're going out of state Friday night, so we got to play Franklin Parish High School. Tell us what you know about them.
Not much, honestly. It's hard to watch film. They played they've only played 1 game. They played Lake Charles College Prep, and Lake Charles was really, 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 really good. I mean, they got a commitment to LSU on their team. That's like the number 11 running back in the nation, and they got D. Lyman committed to Alabama, and so Franklin Parish was a little bit outmatched in that game. So it's really hard for us to judge as coaches on because we don't know who else. Usually when you play somebody in states, you kind of know how good somebody else is, and you kind of can judge that. But we don't know. It's new to us. Coach Nason is the head coach there. He's from CrossFit. He was at CrossFit for 4 or 5 years when we played them, and we got a good relationship. And so when he went to Franklin Parish, I knew that we didn't want to go play Texarkana. We didn't want to go play a 6A school week 3. So when he asked that question, because they're equivalent to us, man, they're a 4A school, maybe 5A. If they were here, they'd probably be a 5A school in Arkansas. So they got more numbers than we got, obviously, but. They got a big old tight end at 6'6", 250 pounds, and their offensive line's pretty big, and they got skilled guys that can run. And I think it's going to be a good test for us. It's going to be a neat trip for us. I think it's about 2 hours and 20 minutes from here. And last year we went to Texarkana this week, and that was tough. And I don't know if they're as good as Texarkana, but at least we're going to play somebody that we've never done before. That's going to be a unique experience for our kids, but also play a different scheme than we'll probably see the rest of the year.
Okay, so will y'all just leave school Friday and drive down there, and then of course come back when it's over?
Oh yeah, we'll leave at 2:00. It's not but 2 hours, 2 hours 15 minutes. So that's really shorter than going to Texarkana, but it's you go to Bastrop, turn left, that's all I know, and then you supposedly run into it. So we're gonna leave here at 2:00. We're gonna eat pregame meal at CrossFit, and we'll be at Winsboro, Louisiana, about 5:00 on Friday.
Okay. Well, we do want to encourage everybody. This sometimes sounds like a long trip, but it's not that much different than a few of the trips we've had to make anyway. You're like going to Helena or somewhere like that even. So we're going to encourage everybody that possibly can to go, but if not, they're going to have some ways to keep up with the Lumberjacks. I know the radio station, I'm sure, will cover it. It'll be live streamed.
Yes, it will.
And of course, Saline River Chronicle will be doing our Facebook coverage and everything as well. So anyway, but we do want everybody possible to show up and try to have a good representation of our fans, because the kids always need that.
Oh, they do, and our kids play extremely hard. We make some mistakes right now. We're going to correct them, but they give us everything they got.
Well, that's the thing I want to finish with. I really thought, just watching, observing myself, that your kids, they were not down and out after the Whitehall game at all. I mean, we've talked about that. They didn't play that bad at times against Whitehall, but turnovers and different things hurt. But they were really ready to play Friday night.
Yeah, we were. We had a really good week of practice. We just didn't really know what we were doing as far as with Cedric being out, but our kids knew that's something we got to get better at. I thought that, it happened last year with Riley, then it happened again this year with Cedric, that when we have an injury and that guy's not able to come back in, we got to be able to overcome adversity, because the next week we're all, like last year with losing that many people, and eventually we figured it out, and our kids got to trust that process, and the next guy's going to step up. You just got to have faith in that. And I didn't think we did a very good job at Whitehall when Cedric was only 14-0 and we had the ball, and when he goes out, it kind of took a little air out of us, and we got to get better at that.
All right. Well, again, ball game is Friday night at Franklin Parish High School. That's near Winsboro, or in Winsboro,
Yes.
Louisiana, and I'm sure everybody can Google that and find how to get there.
We're going to Google it
pretty quickly. We certainly plan to be there as well. And good luck, and let's go down there and go Lumberjacks.
All right. Thank you.